What is up, you guys? It's your favorite tarot reader, and I am back. Except I'm not back with another read. I am back with just I don't know. I'm talking, and I don't smoke no more, y'all. So the smoke sessions and stuff that I was doing, giving y'all some bomb ass conversations, I feel like I can't do no more. But yes, so pretty much I don't really know where I kind of want to gear this towards. Okay, I'm gonna gear this towards friendships. This is gonna be a video about friendships, and I don't know how I'm gonna, because I know kind of what I want to talk about, or I don't know what I want to talk about, but I know what made me come and decide to film the video. Okay, so pretty much when it comes to friendships, I feel like, especially female friendships, because men are a different type of species. When men have friendships, I feel like niggas can see their friends every single day. Niggas can literally kick it with their niggas every single day, and it do not be a problem. Like, niggas real life be on that. Females, however, as very highly emotional creatures, we cannot do that. We just can't. So I kind of want to talk about just how I'm learning to kind of maintain friendships, and how I'm learning to kind of deal with friendships and having relationships with people who are not a romantic partner. Um, because when you think about life, I feel like it's so easy to deal with a significant other because it's like you're supposed to. Like, you think about marriage when you think about a significant other, so it's kind of like, okay, if you think about longevity, it's like automatically, okay, we're gonna go through stuff together, right? But when you think about friendships, I feel like it's just not the same. Like, it's not like I done went to war with my bitch. Like, I done did everything with my bitch. Like, like, I feel like it's not really like that. There's not really oh my god, oh my god, like, like, there's not. I don't know how I'm trying to explain it, y'all, but I feel like y'all know what I mean. Like, when you think about relationships, they're very romanticized. They're very like, oh my god, everybody wants to be in a relationship. But I feel like friendships aren't really that publicized like that. Like, and friendships are so important. Like, even if you're in a relationship, I feel like it's so fucking important to have a friend, to have a person who is not your significant other, who can give you advice, who can talk to you, who can be there for you, who you can be there for, y'all can bounce ideas off each other, who you can learn from. Like, it's hella important to even have other couples as friends, because you literally can see, okay, how would this couple deal with something, how do these people kind of cope with something, how do these people kind of communicate, how can I see that in my relationship. I feel like friendship is just very, very vital, and a lot of times friendships are definitely taken for granted. I feel like a lot of the times we don't really care to make our friendship survive, because it's just like, okay, there's a million other friends in the world, there's a million other people in the world who can be our friend. But when we think about our boyfriend or our girlfriend, we thinking, oh, it's just one, we got one soulmate, right? We got one divine partner. But when we think about friendships, it's just like, bitch, I cut you off. Like, I could just go talk to another bitch, or I'll get another friend. Or a lot of me, I used to be like, shit, I don't need friends. I was saying that the whole time I wanted friends. But I think it's so hard to fight for something when there is no soul tie, no physical soul tie, because I feel like in with family there is a soul tie, there's a blood tie. There's a blood tie with family. With a significant other, there's a sexual tie, there's an intimacy tie. Y'all either kissing, swapping spit, swapping bodily fluids, or something. So there is a tie. But with friendship, y'all not kissing each other, y'all not. The most y'all probably gonna do is have a sleepover and sleep in a bed together, or maybe like hold hands, or touch each other, hop on each other's back, or be like, bitch. But y'all not exchanging intimacy, you know, like y'all can have intimacy, like having deep conversations with one another, like crying on your friend's shoulder, but y'all not exchanging that. You know, like I feel like a lot of times with our friends, we tend to only come to them with like on surface stuff. So let's say you having a problem, or you dealing with something with your friend, and it's like, all right, I don't really know what kind of problems people be having with their friends, because I don't really have friends. But like, okay, okay, I got a prime example. So I used to have a friend, and she used to come over the house or whatever. And when I had a boyfriend, it kind of used to be a thing. Like, it kind of used to be like, and I mean, she's my friend, you know. But I feel like anytime another woman is kind of introduced to a man, there's like a natural instinct. There's a natural instinct to kind of size each other up. I feel like that's just natural. That's why like men stare at women outside, or women are naturally gonna stare at a good looking man. Like, you know, it happens. It's natural, right? So in the back of my mind, like it wasn't always a problem, but it was kind of just like, even if it's not a thing, even if my dude not looking at her, even if she not looking at him, even if ain't no energy exchanged, it's still kind of like, I'm gonna say a threat in your mind, even if it's not a threat, even if it's not actually a threat. Like, bitch, I'm not threatened by you. There's still a natural instinct of territory. Territory. We are animals, like, period, and we are very, especially women, are very territorial. Like, y'all think men are crazy, but you know, women very fucking territorial. Bitch, don't sniff my shit. Period. 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 So naturally I'm territorial. Like, naturally I'm watching my man, I'm seeing how he moving. Naturally I'm watching her, I'm seeing how she moving. But in a friendship, it can easily be a conversation where there's like, because with my man, I'd mention it, like, damn, what the fuck, nigga, is you like looking at her, or like, what the fuck, like, what? I would mention that to him. But with her, it'd never be like a, bitch, first, don't get too comfortable with my man, bitch, don't look at him the wrong way, bitch, don't like. And I feel like if we friends, you should be able to be on that with your friend. Like, if this your bitch, you should be able to be like, bitch, don't look at my nigga. And it's just kind of like, it's playful, but it's for real. It's like, okay, you know, like, we can be on that with each other. But I feel like a lot of times women won't really give compassion to other women. Like, it's kind of like, I don't really know how to explain it, but I just feel like we don't really give other women the benefit of the doubt. It's kind of like we just automatically assume and automatically expect for women to operate exactly as we do as a woman. So like with your man, you would give him chance after chance. You can have compassion for him because it's like, oh, he don't know better, or he just a nigga, or nigga's gonna be a nigga. But when it comes to a female, I feel like every female has like hella high expectations of other female. Bitch, if you don't text me back instantly, I got an attitude with you because you a woman, and I feel like you know that you will want me to text you back. Like, but then friendships becomes obligations. You know, I feel like sometimes in a friendship, as women, we really do kind of put everything on another woman. Like, if we arguing with our nigga, we expect them to want to text us or see us or hang out with us or show up for us or whatever. You know, you expect your friend to want to hear about your nigga every single day that y'all going through something. Or you expect your friend to just know what you're going through. Or you expect your friend to just know what you need from them without ever having to express it, or without ever having to open your mouth and say it, right? I feel like it's so often that we get in friendships and we just expect everything to flow because it's a friendship. It's like we don't got to work for nothing. But a friendship is just as hard as a relationship, because at the end of the day, it's still two different people with two different experiences, experiencing two different things at the time, and with two different walks of life. So you got to think about it. If you dealing with somebody and y'all have been friends for, even if y'all only been friends for like 2-3 months, you know, like, you're getting to know a person. So if you dealing with somebody and you noticing like, damn, I'm feeling like I can't speak up about something, or I'm feeling a type of way, but I ain't really gonna mention it, I feel like then that must not really be your friend, or maybe you don't really know how to be a friend, right? And that's not saying nothing bad, but it's in those instances where you have to catch yourself and be like, damn, if I'm feeling this type of way, don't I deserve to tell this person, or don't I deserve to say something to this person? Because we don't really understand from the other person's perspective. We don't really understand. So let's say like you like, damn, this bitch ain't never here for me when I need her. She don't never come to my rescue. She don't never answer the phone or whatever. And you just thinking like, this bitch just don't never want to talk, or she never answering the phone. But what if we looking at it from the perspective of her feeling like, dang, like, I don't really have nothing to give to her. I don't really know how to help her. I don't really know what to do. I don't really know what advice to give. I'm not really where I want to be. I don't know how to do this, or I don't know how to do this, or just whatever. Like, you never know what that person is saying in their mind. They may be depleted on their own. And instead of y'all talking and just being like, look, it's like, I don't really know how to help you, the other person can be like, shit, bitch, you just help me by just being around. Even if we ain't talking, even if we ain't saying nothing to each other, but you just help me just by sitting right there. Whole time the other person like, damn, I don't really got nothing. I can't really help you. I don't really know what to do. But I want to, but I don't really know how. So I'm just going to be over here dealing with me. Or I can't really give to you because I'm dealing with my own stuff too. It's kind of like, instead of just both of y'all talking to each other and just being like, hey, look, I can't really pour into you right now, or I can't really do this, or I can't really doing that, it's always a sense of, I can't say that, or I'm not gonna say that, or she already know, or like, you know. And it feels so much like assumptions, and just kind of like, I don't really know where I'm going with this video, because I kind of feel like it's not really making sense a little bit, but then again, it's kind of like it is. Like, I feel like when you really think about a friendship, I feel like everything is so fun and happy. Like, oh girl, we finna go kick it, or girl, we finna go do this, or, but what about the friendships where y'all real life can be in the same car or in the same room or kicking it, and y'all just don't have to say nothing to each other? You know, what about the friendships that have been through so much together that the fights that y'all do have be like, bitch, okay, fuck you, I'll see you tomorrow. Like, bitch, I'll see you in a month. You know, like, it feels kind of like really needing to accept the fact that everybody is human. And I feel like when it comes to friendships, and when it comes to especially women friendships, we are very unforgiving of ourselves and of other people. We're very unforgiving of other people's situations and other people's downfalls and the things that other people go through. I kind of feel like when it comes, when it comes to friendships, they almost take more work than a relationship. They take more effort, because in a relationship, y'all can have makeup sex. In a relationship, y'all can kiss and make up and things can be okay, or somebody can buy you something, or little distractions, little stuff like, oh, I love his ass, so, or y'all live together, like little stuff like that is kind of like, it's way easier to settle some shit, or to get over some shit, or to let some shit go. But when it comes to a friendships, it takes really wanting to. Like, it takes really wanting to talk to your bitch. It takes really wanting to talk to your friend. Even if it's a boy-girl relationship. That's a whole nother story, because I don't know. But I don't know. Like, I feel like when it comes to friendships, you really gotta want the friendship. Like, I feel like the only time a friendship can really work is when y'all are meant to be friends. When both of y'all genuinely want to be each other's friend. Because don't know relationship got to be perfect. Y'all don't have to be the best of friends, meaning y'all do everything alike. Y'all always agree. Y'all always have the same opinions. Y'all always like the same stuff. Y'all always want to do the same stuff. Y'all always want to go to the same place to eat. That's not friendship. And I think a lot of times that's what women equate friendship to be. Like, oh, she's into what I'm into. We like doing the same stuff, or we both single, or we both this, or, like, and that's not what friendship is. Friendship is somebody who can balance you out, somebody who can teach you something, somebody who can be there for you, somebody who will allow you to be there for them, somebody who is open with you, who is vulnerable with you, who allows you to see their broken side. Friendship is openness, being open to somebody seeing you cry, being open to telling somebody what you're going through every single day and not feeling like they gonna judge you. Bitch, I don't care if I'm gonna tell you about me and my nigga breaking up every day. If you're my bitch, I'm not gonna feel like you gonna judge me, because bitch, if you is judging me, so what? Bitch, I might judge you next week, but I still love you. Like, I feel like I've been in friendships where I real life felt like, bitch, I'm not finna tell you nothing about my nigga. Like, I don't want to tell you nothing. I'm not gonna tell you nothing. Like, I don't want to annoy you, or if we was to get back together, you would feel some type of way. Like, no, that's a bitch that you feel is jealous of your relationship. That's you feel, being able to feel that. That's what that is. Genuine friendship, bitch. I can tell you every single thing that's going on in my life. Every single thing that's going on in my life, and you can tell me every single thing that's going on in your life, and I will not give a fuck. Bitch, you can tell me whatever. But you can call me whatever time, whatever is going on, whatever is happening. Real friendship is not about, oh, I'm helping you, so now you gotta help me. No, bitch, if this my season to need help, then help me. And then next season I got you. Or if it's a situation where it's kind of like both of y'all going through some shit at the same time, talk to your friend. Don't be selfish. Don't constantly be, this is what I'm going through, this is what I'm going through, this is what I'm going through. Ask your friend, are you okay today? Are you going through anything? Are you dealing with anything? How y'all doing? How are y'all? How is your life going? How's you and your kids? How your mama doing? Have you talked to your parents today? Did you do this? Do you need to go somewhere today? Do you need to get out the house today? I feel like you have to look at your friends, and you have to look at their life outside of just y'all two. Because you can have a best friend that's fighting with her sister. You can have a best friend that nigga is beating her ass. You can have a friend who daddy just got sent to jail and she going through some shit. You can have a friend who best friend just died. You can have all these different kind of friends, and you have to kind of like show up. You have to know how to show up. You have to want to show up. Because some people, you could have a friend who just had somebody pass away, and they hit you up like, oh, I hope you okay, sis. Is you good? Or they'll like a picture or something, but they not genuinely trying to call you like, what you need? Do you need me? Outside of anything for them, outside of, oh, we together taking pictures for the gram, outside of any of that, it's just like, bitch, do you need me though? Because I feel like for a woman or for a man, for our person, we'll call them. Do you need me? You need something? Maybe you want me to bring you some food back home? But for our friend, we ain't gonna pay for our friend no lunch. We finna expect that bitch to pay for it for herself. But you will call your nigga and be like, babe, you want a sub? Bitch, call your friend. Hey, bitch, I'm by your house. You need anything from the store? You need some tissue or something? You need some hand sanitizer? Bitch, do you need a mask? Like, I feel like it's so often that we watch people struggle. We watch people struggle, and then we kind of, we don't accept their struggle. It's like we see it, but we don't accept it. We see them going through something, and we know that, okay, they hurting, so maybe that's why they hurting us. But we don't equate it like that. We don't think about it like that. We just for ourselves. We just for ourselves, and we just worried about what we got going on and how we moving and how we rocking. What's going on in our life and how we making things happen. And it's crazy. Because I just thought about somebody in my head, and then they friend just wrote me on Instagram. Crazy. Crazy. But anyway, crazy. Niggas ain't shit. I'm just kidding. But dang, that just threw me off. But yeah, like I feel like it's so important to kind of understand friendships, like especially, let me tell y'all, let's go into men and women friendships, because I used to always want a male friend. Like I've always wanted a male friend because I used to watch That's So Raven, and I'm like, you know, like I want one. Like I want, like, you know, I always felt like I wanted that. I wanted a best friend, and then I wanted a male friend. Like, you know, as an adult, I feel like I'm so indifferent about it, because on one end, I just found this random ass cute nail. Maybe I need to get my nails done like that again. I don't know. But on one end, it's kind of like, okay, I can see how friendships can be just friendships. But on the other end, I feel like all relationships that you get into are mental relationships, are mental and emotional relationships. So let's say I'm a girl and I got a male best friend, but I also have a boyfriend. Every time I'm getting into it with my nigga, if I'm going to my male best friend and I'm pouring all of that energy onto him, you got to understand that I'm taking that away from my relationship with my partner, because I'm not pouring all that information into him. I'm not pouring my heart out to him. I'm not telling him what's going on with me. I'm taking our shit and I'm going to put that into another man, into another person. You know, and over time, I just feel like with any kind of relationship, like you build a bond with each other. Like you build naturally an emotional kind of attachment to that, right? And even the same with like a female and a female friendship. Like if you are constantly like running to your friend, you still taking space away from your relationship. And I think that's what we don't understand about friendships. Friendships don't have to be like everything. And I think that's why a lot of times they fail, because we put everything onto our friend. Our friend got to help with everything, with our nigga got to help with everything that we going through emotionally. Our friend has to, I feel like sometimes we use our friends as crutches. You know, 33, thank you, sending masters. We use our friends as like our backbone. And while, yes, they are our strength, yes, they are the person who can be there for us, we don't put all of our shit just onto our friends. We don't put all of our baggage onto our friends, because one, that's not even being a good friend. Because when you being a good friend, you also have compassion for what your friend going through. You not just thinking about you. If you got a real bitch, if you got a real nigga that's your real brother, or you got a real bitch that's your real sister, and y'all rocking, at any given time you gonna put their feelings in the mix. Like you gonna think about how you talking to them is finna affect them. You finna think about, bitch, let me see what you doing right now, actually, before I even tell you what the fuck I got going on. How, like, what's going on? You good? All right, bitch, let me tell you about what the fuck, girl. You know, like, I feel like a lot of times in friendships, we forget to have compassion. We forget to have forgiveness. We forget to see them as a whole person and not just our friend. Because I've been that person. I've been the person to cut a bitch off because I felt some type of way. And I'm not saying that we shouldn't cut people off, because I'm a firm believer in, bitch, if we not meant to be friends, we're not meant to be friends. But I'm also starting to realize that I've easily cut a lot of people off. Not saying that I want those bitches back in my life. Not saying that those bitches deserve to be in my life. But when you reevaluate a friendship, I do feel like there are times when you can do things differently, and you can ask yourself, and you can sit with yourself and be like, okay, am I being a good friend right now? Am I being a good friend right now? Because I feel like people don't ask themselves that. People don't care about that. You just blaming the other person or thinking about what the other person doing. Oh, that bitch didn't call me back. Or, oh, that bitch didn't come to my party. Or, oh, that bitch didn't do this. Or, she didn't come there. Or, she didn't come to the baby shower. Or, she didn't do this. She didn't do that. Like, nobody is obligated to you. Nobody is obligated to you. Nobody. What happens is, the difference between knowing a real friendship is knowing, bitch, I can be honest with you that I'm not obligated to you. Bitch, I'm not coming to your baby shower because I gotta work, and bitch, you know I'm broke right now. You know I love you and the baby, but bitch, you know I can't pay my bills. You know I got shit to do. You know I'm depressed. You know I don't feel like being around all these people. So bitch, understand that. Get that. And don't hate me just because I didn't come. And bitch, you know what the fuck I'm going through. Bitch, you know I'm insecure. I got plenty of pimples. I feel ugly and shit. Bitch, I just can't come. That don't got nothing to do with you. That don't do not mean I don't want to see that baby. Don't mean I don't love that baby. But if it's gonna hurt me to be there, do you really want me there? But we don't think about it like that. That ain't on our mind, because that's not our friend. We don't got compassion for that person. We not thinking about what the fuck they going through. We just selfish in the midst of, well, bitch, if you ain't come to my baby shower, then that means you don't fuck with me. But bitch, do I fuck with you? Because bitch, I can give you a gift in private. I can come celebrate you in private. But do you care enough about me to not make me go through all of that shit that's gonna hurt me when I get home? You telling me I gotta come to this baby shower or else I'm not your friend, and I gotta sacrifice my insecurities, me feeling a certain kind of way, me not getting money, me doing this, just to prove that I'm here for you? Just to prove that I love you? When I'm here supporting you, being here for you, doing everything else? You know? I feel like you can tell when a person is not your friend if they gotta lie to you. If you gotta gear yourself up and be like, oh, I don't want to hang out because I gotta do X, Y, and Z. Or if you gotta be like, oh, don't come over today. Or, oh, I don't know, I just don't, like, you know, like, I don't really know how to explain it, but I've been in friendships where I really dreaded hanging out with people. Dreaded talking to them. Dreaded, like, just, I didn't want to. I felt like, okay, now let me try to smoke and get myself in a good mood. Let me kick it, let me chill before I go over there. Like, that's not no friend. That's kind of like that's an acquaintance. And I feel like so often we give people the title of, oh, that's my bitch, that's my friend. And we don't know what it takes to really put the work into that friendship, because now you done made this person your friend, not understanding what all comes with being that person's friend. So now you just pouring into them. And that's not really what you wanted. That's not really what you signed up for. Whole time you gave them the title of being your friend, not understanding what it came with, what being their friend meant. Because being a friend means being a friend for another person. Not just being the kind of friend that you want to be, but showing up for your friend how they want you to show up for them and how they need you to show up for them. So you have to ask yourself, bitch, am I even willing to show up for you how you want me to? Because if not, that means that we just don't need to be friends, and I don't got to feel bad about it. Bitch, if I'm not willing to show up for you how you want me to, that just means that I don't want to, and I don't got to. That just means that I don't love you enough to be your friend. And that's okay. You don't love every nigga in the world enough to be that bitch. So why you feel like you gotta be every bitch friend? You don't. You don't. Period. Period. Like, you don't. But there's also a sense of like having compassion for the people who you do want to be your friend. For the people you can see being your friend. For the people who you like, damn, like, I want to wake up and talk to you. I want to call you and see what you're doing. I want to make sure you okay. I want to check on you. I want to see what your baby doing, or I want to come to your game, or I want to share your business, not because you asked me, but because I just want to. You know, there's a sense of that. There is that. I'm playing. I don't know what crystal this is. If y'all know, leave it in the comments down below. But I was playing with it. I think it might be like selenite or something like that. It's cute. But yeah, I feel like you shouldn't have to ask your friend to support you. You shouldn't have to ask your friend to come over if they know you depressed. You shouldn't have to ask your friend for shit. Like a real friendship, I feel like you gonna know. Like y'all know, you feel the vibe. Like, and I was just talking to my friends the other day, some dudes, and they was just telling me like in gang shit, like when you shake up with your nigga, you can feel that that's your nigga. You can feel it. You can feel it. It's an energy thing. You can feel it. Like, this my nigga. Like, your stance, your walk, how you moving. This my nigga. This my person. You could tell in a friendship if a person ain't really your friend. Like, it's a vibe. It's a vibe. Like, you know in your heart if a person is not really your friend. But it's up to you to love yourself enough to be like, damn, like, okay, I really noticed that I'm not this bitch friend, or this bitch is not my friend. Even if I'm being this bitch friend, like I'm being a good friend to her, you know if somebody not being a good friend to you. You know it. And can't nobody tell you differently, because I feel like it's so okay to cut bitches off. It's okay to cut bitches off. It's okay to cut bitches off. But after you cut them bitches off, you have to, no, not even after. Before you cut them bitches off, analyze it in your mind. Like, damn, is this really some shit that I can't deal with? Am I really like, is this really how I'm seeing it? Like, ask yourself for real. Ask yourself for real. Because I feel like ain't shit easy. Even a friendship ain't no just, I feel like when you first meet a good friend, naturally it will be easy. I feel like it's just gonna kind of flow. Like, it's gonna be like, it is what it is. Like, we connected, we fuss with each other, we rocking. But over time, over getting to know somebody, over going through stuff with somebody, you realize, okay, certain problems are going to arise. Certain things are going to happen within our friendship. And to love a friend enough to be able to deal with those problems, that takes a lot of hard work. That takes a lot of commitment to that friendship. It takes that. And if you don't have that, if you don't have that drive or motivation to want to fix something with the friend, if you're not thinking about them afterwards, that means shit, it is what it is. But if you notice, like, damn, like, I miss that bitch, or like, damn, I probably cut that bitch off and I shouldn't have. I feel like it's completely okay to be like, bitch, I love you and I'm sorry that blah 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 happened. It's okay to say sorry sometimes. It's okay to need space from your friend for maybe like a month or a couple months or whatever. That's okay. But it's also okay to be able to mend relationships, to be able to hold on to some shit outside of a fucking romantic relationship. Be able to hold on to some shit. Be able to work hard for some shit. Be able to understand that, damn, like, bitch, I'm not feeling you this week, or bitch, our energies are not really aligning, but I still love you though. Everybody not gonna be on the same page at every different point in their life. But it also means that you have a real friend when even when y'all not vibing at the same point in life, y'all can still have that love for each other. Y'all can still send each other that love and light and have that compassion for each other without being obligated to one another. Friendships don't have to be obligations. Friendships don't have to be people having to show up for you. You don't have to show up for me. If showing up for me is going to mean that you're not showing up for yourself. But being a friend to me means talking to me and letting me know, hey, I can't really show up for you today. Because a real friend is going to be able to tell you that. A real friend, there's not going to be any embarrassment. There's not going to be that. And I will say that you do have to build up to that. It's not just going to come. You can't just expect bitches to be like, oh, bitch, here's all my problems. You have to make somebody feel open. You have to make somebody feel like they can be vulnerable with you in order to even get to that point. No friendship is just finna be like, bitch, we just rocking right off the back, and bitch, you can come sleep in my house if you need it, and bitch, you just got evicted, but you can come live with me if you need it. No. Imagine you and a bitch just became friends, and this bitch is homeless or some shit and she needs somewhere to live. That bitch will keep that shit whole in her heart and not say shit to you. Don't mean she don't want to be your friend. Don't mean she not a good friend. But y'all have to build up that relationship where she feel like, damn, bitch, okay, I can ask you for that. You have to be willing to want to show somebody like, damn, bitch, I'm trying to show you that I'll fuck with you. Because we'll show a nigga, we'll cook, we'll clean, we'll get our hair cute every day in order to show a nigga that we a good bitch. But we won't ride with our friend and have to show her like, bitch, I'm really here for you. Bitch, I really be on that with you. Like, I really be on that for you. Bitch, like what? It takes sometimes having to show your friend that you're a good friend in order for them to open up to you. Sometimes it takes leading by examples. Sometimes it takes one friend being a better friend for the other person to realize like, hey, this is how I can be a better friend, or this is how I could show up. Damn, my bitch doing this shit for me. Like, let me try to show it for her too. Let me do this. Like, it's about getting in the groove of your friendship. It's about learning your friendship. It's about seeing what the fuck, what's up. And if you are not willing to do that, accept that you're not willing to do that and move the fuck on. But y'all bitches will just be friends with anybody nowadays. Like, bitches just be kicking it with random bitches off of Instagram. And I'm not saying there's anything bad about that. But I feel like y'all don't even be liking each other right off the bat. Right off the bat, you jealous of a bitch. Right off the bat, you like, ugh, her and her nigga cute. Let me write this bitch. Like, bitch, you liking all my nigga pictures, but you trying to be friends with me on some weird shit. Like, bitch, you're weird. Bitches be weird. Like, bitches be so weird. And I feel like that's another reason why friendships don't work, because so many friendships fall apart as young kids that I feel like once we in our adult years, we be so past that friendship that we see fucked up people in everybody. And we as adults have to kind of unlearn that. The friendships that we had in middle school and our college years, they not the, well, I'm not going to say college because college is different, but the same friendships that you had in fucking elementary school and high school and shit are not the same kind of friendships you're going to have now. Granted, even if you have the same friends from middle school and high school and shit, y'all relationship is still going to change over time. It's still going to be different. It's still going to change, and y'all kind of have to adapt to that, and that's okay. But I feel like when you young like that and you having friendships, they're very catty. It's not, oh, my mom hit me and this is what I'm going through. I feel like even as kids and stuff, y'all, you be on the surface. They be on the surface friendships. Y'all don't really got much to talk about. Y'all don't really need to help each other with nothing. Y'all ain't really needing to. The real friendships come in the adult years when, bitch, I'm depressed. Bitch, I'm struggling. Bitch, I need help. Bitch, I'm going through it. Bitch, I need a ride to the grocery store. Like, bitch, I need to go to the beauty supply store. Bitch, you want to go get your nails done? Bitch, you don't got no money, but we finna go to the spa. Bitch, you depressed? Okay, your baby don't got no diapers. Bitch, let me get your baby some motherfucking diapers and some formula. Like, we hopping on some different type of shit. Like, we are coming into, like, soul connections. And with these soul connections, they're going to take hard work. Like, this is literally soul advancement through our friendships. You looking at your friends, and I feel like you seeing you. So when you easily to cut somebody off, I feel like you easily cutting off that version of yourself. If you don't align with that friend, I mean, you don't align with what you saw in them no more. And that's cool. But also, when you cut them off, understand, I don't align with that no more. So if you see your friend, hey, you not open and honest with me, you not telling me what you're going through, so I feel like you being fake, look at that in yourself and be like, for my next friendships, I need to know. Bitch, I'm finna be open and honest with you. Because I saw that a bitch wasn't open and honest with me, and I didn't fuck with that. I didn't like that shit. When we end relationships, we have to understand what value they held. If you don't, it's just like, what the fuck was you here for? What the fuck was you here for? I gotta pee though. Anyway, y'all, I hope you guys enjoyed this video on friendship. Again, I am taking personal readings. You guys could cash at me at money sign CapriceCooks. You can also email me or Apple Pay me at CapriceCooks@icloud.com. All right, y'all. I'm out of here.